Following the recent military strikes by the United States and Israel, the Middle East has officially entered a state of active war. In retaliation, Iran has focused its strategy on the Strait of Hormuz, effectively choking off the waterway to global commercial shipping. This single channel is a critical global artery. Normally, 1/5 of the world's oil flows through this incredibly narrow passage. To maintain this blockade, Iran is utilizing constant drone and missile strikes to target commercial vessels attempting to cross the Gulf. The impact was immediate. Between March 1st and March 25th, daily commodity shipping through the strait plummeted by 95%, as shown by this data from the analytics firm Kepler. By controlling a mere 39-kilometer stretch of water, Tehran has managed to hold the entire global economy hostage. And yet, right in the very middle of this extremely high-risk combat zone, a few massive container ships are sailing through completely untouched. These vessels aren't hiding. They're moving in plain sight, often under the direct observation of the Iranian military. How are specific nations, most notably India, securing safe passage through the world's most dangerous waters? Survival in this choke point is no longer about military protection. It depends entirely on whether a nation has secured direct diplomatic clearance from Tehran. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi recently confirmed that since the region is now an active war zone, the rules of the strait have changed. He declared that vessels linked to adversaries, specifically the US, Israel, and certain allied Gulf nations, will be denied all clearance to transit the strait. This filter is enforced on the water by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC. The IRGC is a powerful branch of the Iranian armed forces that operates independently of the regular military to protect the state's revolutionary interests. Earlier this week, the Pakistan-bound vessel Selen tested this mechanism. It was intercepted by the IRGC while sailing from the UAE toward Karachi. Because the ship lacked prior transit authorization, Iranian forces forced it to reverse course at the very entrance of the waterway. Iran is weaponizing its control over the Gulf, systematically blockading its enemies while deciding exactly which ships are allowed to proceed. On the other side of this filter is a specific list of friendly nations. This list includes China, Russia, Bangladesh, and India. Indian ships are granted passage because they are actively communicating and coordinating their movements with Iranian armed forces. Tehran's strategy is highly calculated. By allowing these ships through, they can punish their enemies economically without cutting off their most significant global trading partners. This selective blockade transforms a chaotic war zone into a strict sorting mechanism that favors India's strategic autonomy. For most of the world, the 95% drop in shipping means that traffic in the global energy market grinds to a halt. This chokehold is causing massive fuel shortages, crippling industries from commercial airlines to supermarkets as supply chains break down and costs skyrocket. The crisis is so severe that some governments are considering emergency economic support measures, last used during the COVID-19 pandemic. This split screen shows the result. While global fuel prices are spiking in response to the blockade, India's energy supply remains steady and secure. India secured this stability by opening direct lines of communication with Tehran, ensuring their cargo was pre-authorized, while Western-linked vessels were being intercepted. By maintaining this specific diplomatic channel, India's domestic economy and oil reserves remain insulated from the conflict spreading across the Middle East. While modern wars in the region are fought with drones and missiles, ultimate economic survival is secured through masterful diplomacy.